I'm back. I don't know what number this one is because I haven't edited the other ones yet. So it will be numbered once I get it uploaded. But I'm back and just want to say shout out to Brian and Brian at the life. Brian, you are a fortunate man indeed. First of all, for all those great gifts you got for Christmas. Not only do you eat real good, but you also got a lot of good Christmas presents. I don't know how that happens. I wish I could afford to eat as good as you do. That's for sure. I don't think there's anybody but you and your brother-in-law, or your brother, Chris Stanfill, who can linger on a glass of beer or on a pipe and make everything look so doggone good and delicious that you have to go get a beer when you look at you guys drinking beer like that. It's just cruel and unusual punishment. But shout out to you. I love your pipe. Both the loader, the church warden that your wife got you. Oh, awesome pipe, man. And then the pipe that Chris got you, that is an amazing pipe, and you're bagging on it for being heavy. And complain, you don't complain about a pipe you get for Christmas on YouTube video. I need to teach you some etiquette. You need to be Italian. And you smoke the, oh, love this pipe. Oh, You don't tell nobody it's heavy. Listen, I'll tell you what, if it's too heavy for you, I was going to send you a whole bunch of pipes, matter of fact. No, I'm not, because of that. If I ever do send you a pipe, and you do a video on it, doggone, you better not bag on it. That is a nice pipe, and I'll take it if you don't want it. And you bogarted the Black Gold and Black Gold Plus. Son, send him the TK6. I'm going to send you some more Black Gold. Black Gold Plus. I might even send you some Snowflake. I think it's in the mail already. When you get it, you send 2 bags of Black Gold and Black Gold Plus. You send 1 bag each to your brother Chris. You do that, I'll send you some more tobacco. Okay? Be generous to your brother. Son. And then, I want to tell you that the package is on its way. Mailed it yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. So, it should be coming in next week sometime. So, be on the lookout. Drew Estate. Like I did in my other videos, I was kind of hard on Drew Estate that Scott sent me until Nick taught me something, and that is that some tobaccos, you're not going to get the best value for the taste of that tobacco unless you open it up, break the tin, open it up, and leave it alone for a couple of days, maybe even a week. And what Nick does is he lets things sit sometimes for a year, believe it or not. I don't know how you do that, but he opens them up, lets them sit. And I noticed that when he gave me some of the Drew Estate, I gave it to him. I didn't hate it. Out of 5 possible points, I gave it like 3. After smoking it second and third time, I'd give it a 4. Lonnie, who did those videos with me, he'd give it a 5. He absolutely thinks it's wonderful. Even the meat pie. So when I saw that you were smoking some Drew Estate, I was wondering, did you open it up and let it breathe for a while? Because if you do that, I think you'll even like the taste better than that. I thought that sounded intriguing. Write me and let me know what the name of that is, because I'd like to get some of that and try it out. I'm glad that you're reading Green Tree, but you never comment on what you think of it. I'd like to know what you think of that. Is it, you know, I don't know if it's too preachy for you or what it is, or you enjoy it, but I'd like to hear a review on it if you would. Where are the rest of you? How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay, but doggone it if I didn't fall off the wagon. Had a couple of pieces of pumpkin pie in the last couple of weeks, last week. And pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie are my weakness. So I've killed myself at the gym. Just broke my butt at the gym. Doing everything in a superset, not hardly resting at all, not being able to breathe. Hoping that somehow I can stave off what the scale might tell me at the end of the year. Which is, I mean, to me, an utter failure would have been if I gained 5 pounds. That'd be awful. I still got 60. There you go. Sorry about that. Still got 60 more pounds to lose. I still got 60 more pounds to lose. I lost 120. The 60 is hard. And I've learned that if you lift really heavy, low repetition, like instead of, I usually lift 4 sets of around 12 reps. 12, then 10, then 8, then 6. But if you lift real heavy weight and you lift lighter reps, like maybe 5 to 8 instead of the 12 to on down, and you hump, you lift and then you go to the next, then you go to the next, then you go to the next, and you do everything fast. No long rests. You know, I usually rest about 45 seconds. No long rest, maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds until you get to the next exercise. And you do that. It is possible to gain mass, gain muscle, and lose fat. But you have to do it that way. And so, this last year, I was doing a pyramid, which is an extremely hard and heavy workout, and gained a lot of muscle and a lot of strength. But I could not get off any fat. And so, starting in January, I'm going to hit it again. And I mean, if I've got my diet tweaked. If I don't keep that sucker tweaked, I don't lose weight. So I'm going to have to do that this year so that I'll be 60 pounds lighter at the end of the year, which would be about my playing weight when I played college football. I've gone now from a 56-inch waist to a 42-inch. My goal is 38. That was the waist size I had when I was 3. I don't think I've ever seen a 32-inch waist in my life. I got 26-inch thigh. So hopefully I can at least get 38, maybe even a 36. I'd be happy. So anyway, it's a struggle. It's a struggle I always have. I'm Irish and Italian. I like to drink beer. I like to have a little Jameson's. I like to eat. And I curtailed all that down. So anyway, that's my ongoing fight. I hope you don't get tired of me talking about it. It's always an issue. But hopefully next year, or this year, the end of the year, I'll reach my goal weight. My goal is to reach a bench press of 550 to 600 pounds. To just set a record. My wife says, you know, this just is a pissing contest. And I thought about it and thought, yeah, she's right, it is. It's just something you want to mark your territory before you're too old to do anything anymore. And I'll be 60 in December. So it's like, dang, I need to just do something freaky before then. 600 pound bench press, probably a bit optimistic, since right now I had a 420 bench press a couple years ago, but now I got about a 350 bench press. So I'm going to have to do some lifting to do that. And then Channel 26 come down, do a little interview, make a big deal out of it, and I'll say, okay, you see that fence over there? That's how high I peed. Now I can go on with getting old. But who knows? I'm pathetic. You know what I mean? What can I tell you? But I get a lot of mail from young men who didn't have fathers, and they say the kindest things to me, and most especially the relationship they see between my son and I. And especially you, Chris, some of the things that you said, I mean, gosh, I want you to know that I don't know what the story is with your dad was, but if I had a son like you, I'd have been so blessed to be your dad. And the rest of you as well. I'm in your shoes. My dad was a wife-beating, violent Irish alcoholic, and almost killed my mom. Used to try to burn my mom's face with cigarettes. You've heard my story. That's what I witnessed for the first 5 years of my life, and it's given me a deficit. And I made up my mind I was going to be better than my dad. And I'll tell you what, I wanted to be a dad. And when my kids came, I mean, you're not ready. If you're a young father out there, you're going to have a kid here pretty soon, you're probably spending some time staring at the stars thinking, man, can I do this? What kind of a dad am I going to be? But you know, you don't know what kind of dad or man you're going to be until you're forced into situations that make you grow. And when my boys were born, and then my little girl, the gift they gave me was fatherhood. And I was forced into growing up, and my wife and I had to sit down and have a powwow about our philosophy of raising children, because there's a whole lot of people whose kids were out of control. And we wanted our kids to be disciplined, and we wanted to be strict, but we wanted to be fun as well. And so we studied and we wrote it out, how we were going to raise our kids. Did the best we could. Most of the time I was one of the kids, but I just loved it. Loved being a dad. My kids were so much fun. I hope I was fun with them. Made all kinds of mistakes, but the good book says that love covers a multitude of sins. It really does. My kids talk about the kind of dad I was. Let me tell you something. I was not that good. I wasn't as good as they said I was. I was just blessed with having good kids, a great wife. I mean, a great wife, wonderful wife. Her only flaw is that she won't let me smoke a pipe in the house. And she won't let me put a roof over the outdoor man room I have. We called it the Friar in the Forge. I think I want to change that to the Partridge Forge, because Pious Pelican was one of our favorite Christian symbols. Partridge is also a great Christian symbol of Christ, because a partridge mother will fake that she's injured to draw enemy away from her children to keep them safe, putting herself at risk. That's another pretty cool symbolism. I'd like my man room to be called something with partridge in it. I'm stuck on forge because I got this great big fire pit you guys seen before, the great big lamp.